Hello friends, today we are discussing about meaning, definitions and features of bank under the banker and customer chapter. Today everybody knows about the bank. Being the students, all of you know about the bank. After the introduction of Jan Dhan Yojana, majority of the people of India opened and operating their bank accounts. He or she may be a student, ordinary layman, woman, or rich busy businessman, business icon or magnate, contractor, or even executive got the bank account. People are using ATMs, doing cashless transactions and digital payments. Banks helped the growth of agriculture, trade, industry, commerce, and all economic activities in India. Internet banking, social network banking, e-banking, m-banking are of recent developments in Indian banking sector. Let us know about the bank. Generally, you know that bank means big and attractive buildings, attractive interior decoration, good infrastructure, smart employees, computers with sophisticated and latest technology, plenty of customers, many transactions, deposits, loans, etc. But actually, the meaning is bank is a financial institution which provides banking and other financial services to its customers. Banking services means accepting deposits and lending loans. Indian banks are facing new challenges due to the technology and other internal and external factors. Indian banking system has been achieving several outstanding milestones. Banks are the main participants of Indian financial system. Under the chapter Banker and Customer, we shall understand meaning, definitions and features of the bank. You see, as we are already discussed, we are looking at different public sector banks, as all of you know, different banks by names: State Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, Bank of Baroda, Canara Bank, Union Bank, Bank of India, Indian Bank, Central Bank of India, Indian Overseas Bank, UCO Bank, Bank of Maharashtra, Punjab and Sindh Bank, etc. And top 10 banks of India, which we were already came across, ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, like this, IDBI Bank, like this. All of you know about this bank. So here, as I already told you, that banks means people are understanding with its great building materialistic matter. Banks are having good buildings. You look at the banks nowadays, attractive building. It's having exterior also. You look at the architecture of the banks. So this is the interior of a bank nowadays. It is like 5-star accommodation inside interiors. Then we are seeing how the customers can approach the bankers. You look at the new style of the bank. Look at these banks. So nowadays, do even in Corona, you look at this bank, how the banks are maintaining. Very hygiene, very attractive, very spacious banks nowadays. And in the banks, we are looking about money transactions only. Wherever you go, we are saying money, 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 money. Money is the matter of bank. And people are using ATMs, for withdrawing and also depositing. Business finding its growth and success because of banks. Even banks are helping agriculture, industry, and all the economic activities like trade, commerce, and industry is finding growth only because of banks. Economic activities like production, exchange, distribution, and consumption is only because of banks. And let us know what is nothing but banks. You see how the banks are related. So here, when we go with Professor Crowther's definition, he says that a bank is an institution which collects money from those who have in spare or who are saving it out of their income and lend this money out to those who require it. So he separated the groups into two: those who saves and those who needs it. You look at this slide. So here, though individual, he may be an individual, it may be an organization, it may be a business. Those who are having excess money, they want to save the money. To save their money, they go to bank and return. What the bank will do, the people are needed this money here, so people will get the loans by mortgaging their assets. They will get car loans. People may get business loans, house loans like this. I mean to say that these are all the savers and these are all the needies. So the banks are links between savers and needies. So the savers are saving their money with the bank, and in return, the banks are lending those money by the depositors. Lending those money which is deposited by the depositors to the needies for different purposes, like housing loan. It may grant housing loan, it may issue car loans, it even may issue business loans like this. So this is what is nothing but a bank according to Crowther. Let us see the other definitions of banks like these. So here, Dr. H.L. Hart says, according to Dr. H.L. Hart, the banker means one who in the ordinary course of his business honors checks drawn upon him by persons from and for whom he receives money on current accounts. You look at this definition given by Dr. H.L. Hart. He says that one who in the ordinary course of his business means during the course of his business, who honors the checks from the current account holders. So when he says like this, we are seeing two main features. First one is accepting of current deposits or receiving of current deposits. You look at this definition. One who in the ordinary course of his business honors checks drawn upon him by persons from and for whom he receives money on current accounts. So he honors the checks to the person, or he honors the checks of the people who deposited their money with the bank on current account. Like that he says. Then if you go with this, two main features are appearing here. First one is receiving of current deposits or accepting of current deposits. Second one is honoring of checks drawn against those deposits, means repayment of those deposits on demand. Like this. Two matters: accepting of current deposits and repayment of those deposits on demand. Two features we are seeing to mean the bank, term bank. According to H.B. Sheldon, bank means the function of receiving money from customers and repaying it by honoring their checks as and when required is the function above all other functions which distinguishes a banking business from any other kind of business. So he is comparing with the ordinary business and banking business, and he particularly stressing upon the functions of receiving money from customers and repaying it to the customers by honoring their checks as and when required is a function above all other function which distinguishes a banking business from any other kind of business. Like that he says. If we go to refer Walter Leaf, Walter Leaf also says that a person or corporation which holds itself out to receive from public deposits payable on demand or by a check. You look at all these two definitions. These two definitions are also revealing the same features, accepting the deposits and repayment of those deposits by honoring the checks. And these two definitions are also stressing upon or endorsing the Dr. H.L. Hart's view. Professor Crowther says that a banker is a dealer in debt, his own and other people's. He says he is a dealer in debt. It's a matter of loan. Debt means what? Loan. So he receives the loan, he issues the loan. Like that he says. He is the dealer in debt. Then Kinley says that as an establishment which makes to individuals such advance of money as may be required and safely made and to which individuals entrust money when not needed by them for use. So look, these two definitions are slightly adding one more feature to the earlier definitions given by Dr. H.L. Hart and others. What Crowther says that banker is a dealer in debt, his own and other people's. And Kinley says an establishment which makes to individuals such advance of money as may be required and safely made and to which individuals entrust money when not needed by them for use. He says that. So here, these two definitions are giving different features. Let us see the common features: acceptance of deposits and repayment of those deposits on demand by honoring the checks. Additional feature given by these two authors is very important: lending advances or lending loans. Sir John Paget says no person or body, corporate or otherwise, can be a banker who does not take deposit accounts, take current accounts, issue and pay checks and collect checks crossed and uncrossed for his customers. You look at this definition. No person or body, corporate or otherwise, can be a banker who does not take deposit accounts, he says. So the sentence begins with a negative sense. You look at it. No person or body, corporate means if a person wants to become a banker, he must accept the deposit accounts and that too current accounts. He should issue and pay checks and he should collect the checks crossed and uncrossed for his customers. Like that it means. And look at, he had one more definition to the earlier definition. What is that? One claiming to be a banker must profess himself to be one. The public must accept him as such, and finally banking should be his main business. You see, the glorious matter he added is, one claiming to be a banker must profess himself to be one. The public must accept him as such, and finally the banking should be his main business. You see, so the people should accept him as a banker. For the acceptance by the people as himself as a banker, he should do the banking business as his main business. Like that. When we go through this definition given by Sir John Paget, it gives us different features. Let us see the different characteristics of a banker according to him. As usual, acceptance of deposits, that too through current accounts, issue and pay checks. He should collect the crossed and uncrossed checks for customers. The main business should be the banking business. Look at all are as usual, but Here we are looking at two more activities or two more features, essential features here. Added features are collect crossed and uncrossed checks for the customers, and banking should be the main business here. Now we are going to the legislation. So that definition is also given by Indian Banking Regulation Act of 1949. What the Reserve Bank of India is acting, it is following this act, Indian Banking Regulation Act of 1949. So what the Indian Banking Regulation Act of 1949 says, let us see about bank. Section 5 of 1 of C of Indian Banking Regulation Act of 1949 defines the term banking company as any company which transacts the business of banking in India. So section 5 of 1 of C of IBRA 1949, banking company means any company which transacts the business of banking in India. It means any company which is doing banking business is called as banking company in India. Any company which is doing banking business in India is considered as a banking company. Let us see section 5 of 1 of B says. It says it defines the term banking as accepting for the purpose of lending or investment of deposits of money from the public, repayable on demand or otherwise, and withdrawable by check, draft, order or otherwise. Look at this. Section 5 of 1 of B says, the term banking means accepting for the purpose of lending or investment of deposits of money from the public. Accepting of deposits of money from the public is only for the purpose of lending or investment, like that. And after accepting the money, it should be repayable, How it should be repaid? Either it should be repayable on demand or otherwise, or withdrawable by check, draft, order or otherwise. Like this it says. Section 6 says, bank must do variety of subsidiary services such as collection of checks, drafts and bills, remittance of funds, acceptance of safe custody deposits, etc. Section 7 says every banking company should use as part of its name the term bank, banker or banking company. Here we are observing that section 5 of 1 of C is saying about banking company. Banking company means any company which is doing banking business in India. Section 5 of 1 of B says to become a bank, it should accept the money belongs to the people as deposit for the purpose of lending or investment, and it should be repayable on demand or otherwise, or withdrawable by check, draft, order or otherwise. Section 6 says that bank must also do different subsidiary services like collection of checks, drafts and bills, remittance of funds, acceptance of safe custody deposits, etc. Section 7 of this act says that every banking company should use as a part of its name the term bank, banker or banking company. So like this, section 5 to section 6 referring the definition of term bank. Let us see, according to this section, what are the features of a bank? Essential features of a bank as per Indian Banking Regulation Act of 1949. First on acceptance of deposits. Bank, to call him as a bank, to call itself as a banker, to call one company as a banking company, it should accept the deposit. Firstly, it should accept the deposit. The deposits may be in different ways. It may be in current account, or it may be in fixed deposit account, or it may be in savings bank accounts in different ways. Second one, it should allow the customers to withdraw their money by checks, drafts, orders, or otherwise. Means repayment of money through checks. Third one, utilization of the deposits in hand for the purpose of lending or investment in securities. So I mean to say that all of a sudden, or in one lump sum, people will not, or depositors will not come in one stretch and will not withdraw their money entirely. Here, huge amount of money will be left with the banker. The amount left with the hands of the banker will be utilized for lending or for investment in securities, because it will bring him the profit. He can utilize this money in a profitable manner. Then, fourth one is performance of other activities called subsidiary activities. In addition to the basic or fundamental or principal activities of receiving of deposits and lending of deposits, every banker has to do the subsidiary services, has to provide subsidiary services to the customers as well as general public. Let us see next one. Performance of banking as a main business. The banking business should be the main business. Next, using the term bank, banker, or banking company as part of the name. So all of you are watching the name of the banks. State Bank of India, Canara Bank, Bank of Baroda, Punjab National Bank, like this. In every bank's name, the term bank is used. That is very important. So like this, six essentials we are following, or we are finding on the basis of Indian Banking Regulation Act of 1949. Let us discuss on the basis of definitions, on the basis of Legislatory Act of IBRA 1949. What are the features of the bank? If you go to look at the features of the bank, the first one says that a banker should deal mainly with other people's money. He should not use his own money. He should use only other people's money. Means he should use his brain, but other people's money, but others' money, like this. Means others' money, how it becomes? He has to accept the deposits from the general public. So if he put his own capital and he goes on lending the money, he will not be called as a banker. Better he will called as a money lender. He cannot be called as a banker. Hence, to become a banker, he should collect the money or deposits from among the general public and use that money for lending purpose. It is the first feature. The banker should deal mainly with other people's money. Deposits can be accepted on various accounts. So deposit accounts may be in different way. That is current account, fixed deposit account, savings bank account, like this. All of you know this. The deposits accepted from the depositors should be repaid to them either on demand or after the expiry of a specified period. Because what this current account is there and the savings bank account is there, it is coming under demand deposits. What this fixed deposit is there, it is coming under time deposit or term deposit. So here, demand deposits should be repayable on demand. Fixed deposit must be repayable after the expiry of a fixed or specified period of time. Hence, the amount of the depositors should be repayable to them either on demand in case of a current account and SP account, or after the expiry of the fixed period of time in case of fixed deposit. The deposit left in the hands, so in the course of these dealings, deposits and withdrawals, some amount of money will be left with the hands of the banker. That amount should be utilized for lending or for investment in marketable securities like bonds of government and semi-government institutions and shares and debentures of companies like this. So what the deposits are left with the hands of the banker, it should be utilized profitably. How the banker will get the profit? The banker will get the profit by lending the loans. So he should utilize that money left with his hand in the way of lending the loans and get the profit. Or otherwise, he has to invest it in marketable securities of government bonds or semi-governments, institutions, also shares and debentures of companies, gilt-edged companies or first-class companies like this we are seeing. Next, performing subsidiary services. So here, as usual, we found bank should deal mainly with other people's money. Deposits can be accepted on different kinds of accounts. Repayable either on demand or after the expiry of specified period of time. Deposits left should be utilized profitably through lending or investment. And performing subsidiary services. Along with this activity, the banker should also do some additional services or subsidiary services or secondary services like collection of checks, drafts and bills, collection of interest and dividends on securities, payment of insurance, premium and subscriptions, remittance of funds, acceptance of valuables for safe custody. Banking should be the main part of the business. Bank should not be a side business to the main part of the business. I mean to say, some of the people are engaging with the textile business, gold business, and they are also doing some banking business as a side business. They are not called as a banker, better they are called as a pawnbrokers. To call himself as a banker, to call oneself as a banker, to call itself as a banking company, one has to do the banking business as the main business. Next, it should let the public to know that it is a bank by using bank or banking company as part of its name. How do you recognize an institution as a bank? Only by looking at the name of the bank. If the term bank is added to the name of the bank, then we can easily understand it is a bank. Suppose Canara Bank, State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, Punjab National Bank, Indian Overseas Bank, City Bank. Like this, bank's name got the term bank along with its name, and hence understanding becomes very easy. People can know very easily. Hence, the term bank or banking company or banker should be used along with its name. Next, the banker should be a creator of money. The banker should create the money. How can he create the money? So, if by becoming a dealer or trader in money, he cannot become a big or busy banker as we are finding today. He is doing very best work that manufacturing of money or creating of money. So how do he manufacture or create the money? He is creating the bank money or checkbook money or bank accounts. By creating a bank money or a checkbook money, the banker is becoming a manufacturer of money. Like these are all the different features of the bank we are understanding. Then if you go to the meaning of the banking according to section different sections of IBRA of 1949, bank or banking includes different activities. The basic activity or the principal activities or the banking activity is nothing but accepting of deposits and lending the money or investing the money on investments. Accepting of deposits from the depositors and lending the loans to the needies and investing the money on investments or securities. This is the main activity, principal activity. Then other forms of activities, we are calling it as subsidiary services. It has to undertake collection of checks, collection of interest, collecting bills of exchange, or hundis, promissory notes, coupons, drafts, bills of lading, railway receipts, warrants, debenture certificates, scripts like this, issuing of letters of credit, travelers checks, circular notes, buying, selling and dealing with bullions and specie, buying and selling of foreign exchange including foreign bank notes, acquiring, holding, issuing on commissions, underwriting and dealing in stocks, funds, shares, debentures, stocks, bonds, obligations, securities and investments of all kinds, providing safe custody deposits or safe deposit lockers or safe deposit vaults, collecting and transmitting of money under securities. So this becomes the meaning. Means bank means it has to accept the deposits of money from among the public or depositors and lending the loans to the needies and investing the money on shares and securities like that. Along with this principal activity, it has to undertake some subsidiary services. Then it will become a bank. I think all of you understood about the bank now as a subject, as a separate subject. I think this is all about the term bank. We understood very well. Bank means an institution which is accepting the deposits from among the public and lends the loans to the needies and investing the money on securities and also providing subsidiary services like collection of money, collection of interest, collection of dividends and payment of electricity bill, payment of subscriptions, payment of water tax, payment of tax, and also buying and selling of shares and debentures, providing safe custody deposits like this. I think all of you are understood about the bank. Thanks for listening. Thank you all.